Woo woo. Woo woo. We're here live. Are y'all ready to go live with Educator the Trader? Let's see what we got going coming up this week. What's going on coming up this week? I'm live at YouTube. I'm going to give all the platforms a chance to let the world know that I am here. Let the world know that we're here and we're live with our Sunday evening call. I'm going to share what I see in the market for the week, what happened last week, and I'm going to share with you my top 3 trades for the week. That's going to be a new segment. Hey, Miss Deborah. Hey, Ward. How we doing? Hey, Selena. That's our new, I'm adding that new segment to our show, adding it to the show so we can see what ideas we might have for this week of trading, right? What kind of ideas we got. Hope y'all had a good trading week. Hey, Tanya. Hey, My Day Littlefield. Hope y'all had a good trading week. Hope we were profitable this week. We've talked a bit, in our community about the things that went well for us, which was our weekly credit spreads. We did have a breach on Thursday with our SPX 0 DTEs, but listen, nobody could have seen what happened on Thursday at the end of the day. Hey, top tens, nobody could have seen what happened at the end of the day on Thursday coming. So those are the ones where you do all the things that you know to do. And then you do all your confluences, you do all your checks, you do all the things you need to do. And then you pull the trigger. The only thing you definitely need to make sure that we do, and which was we reminded ourselves of this week, was to make sure to be ready with your stop losses. To be sure to be ready. Though we did all the things we know to do, we still needed to be ready with our stop losses, and we weren't as hot on the trigger as we needed to be. But listen, we fixed that. We fix that. However, fix that, all the things that won't catch us like that again. All right. But our weekly credit spreads turned out fine. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Royal Diadem. So listen. Inside the membership, we're doing our weeklies every week. We've got our weekly trades. We're trading those together, managing them together. Entries and exits are happening together. We're doing SPX together a couple times a week, which is good. At least a couple times. We made some, kind of fix some things in our SPX trading. But we're doing that at least a couple times a week, 3, 4 to 5, depending on, how you want to trade it. But all that stuff is happening as a unit. It's all happening as a unit. And I really do believe people are learning, because that's really what I'm after, is our education, not just looking at what kind of trades we can make, how much money we can make. I'm really more interested in growing traders. I'm interested in growing master traders, right? As I grow myself as a master trader, by the way. We're growing master traders. We're using, doing our charting. We're learning how to work the strategies. We're learning how to manage our emotions. All those things that come along with trading, right? You can run a strategy, but if you don't have if the enemy is not under control, all that strategy stuff is just something. But now, anytime you start trading, you'll definitely get a good view into who you are. You'll get a view into you. Okay. That was a bar and I didn't know it, but you'll definitely get a view into who you are, what kind of personality you have that shows up in how you trade. Every time. If you're loosey-goosey, it'll show up in your trading. If you're too conservative, it'll show up in your trading. If you're very aggressive to the point of detriment, it'll show up in your trading. All right. If you've got a very poor money view or money mindset, that's going to show up in your trading. All of them. So we definitely have to always look at our psychology or our psychologicals. Always have to check all that when we're trading, because all of those things come into play. All right. All of that comes into play. All right. Let's go to see what we had last week. I'm gonna add this back to the stage. We're gonna look at last week, and we're gonna look at the things that are coming up for this coming week. I believe we've got. Come on, go ahead and share us on the screen. My computer screen is moving slow. Okay, currently the VIX is at 14.85. That's just now. VIX down means the market is up generally. That's what that means. Okay. That's how that goes. Let's go look at, let me bring this to the screen. I want to show what SPX did last week and what we anticipate potentially it's going to do this week, right? This is Oracle on the screen, SPX. This is SPX from last week. Let me put us into, come on. Give me the ability to control the place. Okay, this was last week, left a lot of gaps behind us last week. But now, you know, SPX likes to fill its gaps. So will it come do it? Will it come get it? Probably, because SPX likes to go get those gaps. I want to take off this ATR for now. I don't need it quite right now. ATR, where are you? Oh, there you are. Let's turn you off for just now. Just now. Okay. So we've got, this was, here we go. Tuesday, this green Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. All of those were there. Let me see. We had a green week. If we're looking at the week, we had a green week. I'm not sure what that alert is, but we can. Okay, there we go. So we've got a gap down here in the 59.96 area, between 59.96 and 6,006. There is a gap that was created between last Friday and last Tuesday, that weekend gap. Then from Tuesday to Wednesday, another gap was created that is from 60.48 to about 60.74. It's another one. We kind of had a little chill day on Wednesday. Thursday, the motor got moving. And then on Friday, we had a red day on Friday. Basically, SPX had to come back down to grab some juice, right? I wanted to share with you what that, not that anybody who trades SPX doesn't know this, but you can see what that Thursday move that caught us at the end of the day on that SPX. On our SPX, this candle right here, boy, this monster, this is the 30-minute chart. That last 30-minute candle got on a horse and went on about its way. Talk about an engulfing candle. Yes, that's exactly what this was, an engulfing candle that decided it was ready to go right now. Okay, I won't sing the song. You know, don't want to wreck any hits right now. Janae will be on talking about wrecking the hits. Speaking of Janae, the Commanders are playing right now. They in a little bit of a tight with them Eagles. So I'm actually going for Commanders at this point because I want to, you know, support Jalen. I think it's Jaden Daniels. I don't know if it's Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts, but anyway, y'all know who I mean. The Commanders. I'm kind of going for the Commanders right now. I won't. Hurts was in there last year. Let's let the rookie go this time. So I'm all for that. Okay, so our resistance, as I see it, is 61.24. The high from this week went up on Thursday to, or was that Friday, up to as high as 61.28. So now we're above 6,100, and it closed again on Friday above 6,100, which I expected that it would stay on the top side of 61, even though it kept falling. It did close above 6,100 because the Bulls want to keep it up there, or close at 61.01, right? SPY is going to look very similar. SPY chart is going to look very similar to the SPX chart because they're based on the same thing. Absolutely, right? This is the 30-minute chart that's here. So, okay, I had that there for a reason, but that reason, we missed the reason. Yeah, we missed the reason. So it can be taken off the chart now. We've got a gap now on SPY from 602.93 all the way up to 605.47 that will also need to be filled. There's a gap here from Wednesday to I guess that's Wednesday to Thursday. Was that Wednesday to Thursday, or Tuesday to Wednesday, Monday to Tuesday, over the week. Oh, this was the weekend gap I talked about from last Friday to that following Monday. Gaps go from the bottom of the close to the open of the next candle and pulls back off of the price action. Those are all three gaps on SPY that are going to need to be filled sooner or later. SPY has a new 52-week high of 610.78. It's up there too, y'all. Okay, it's just all-time high. Green, green, green. We do have. They're not looking at that. That the moving averages are trying to cross back over there. Here we go. Triple Q from last week. Let me go back to a daily chart so I can put us on where we need to see the information that's there. There we go. This is our daily chart on Triple Q, right? I need a gap. All these gaps that are getting left behind. Close of a candle to the open of the next. Pull off the price action. There we go. We've got a gap on Triple Q. Looks like from 524.89 all the way up to 528.06. These gaps were filled. This one here was not filled. Remember, close of one candle to the open of the other is the gap. It's not just the distance between two candles. That's not necessarily the gap, right? The gap is from the close of one candle to the open of the other and pull back off of price action. That's the way you do gaps, all right? So I do see a new 52-week high, 539.15. This actually was back in December, so that's not new this week. We've got some support down here in the 501 area, and this 532 area is also some resistance, right in the middle of the gap. There is some, and we got some support. Okay, Triple Q, we got some stocks coming up in earnings this week, though. We're going to talk about earnings here in a minute. And when you see that, you're going to see that we've got some volatility ahead of us, and we're going to have to be quite mindful about what's going on there. Okay, we'll have to be quite mindful of the gaps that are showing up. Not the gaps, the earnings that are coming up for this week. I'm trying to make sure I can see this on Twitter in case I need to make some comments. Okay, this is IWM, small cap. IWM, this is the daily chart. Got the daily chart here. Let me put us we got some gaps here too, right? Some gaps from, looks like 1972 all the way up to about 222.63 are gaps that have not been filled yet. Is a gap that hasn't been filled. That's the part that hasn't been filled yet. Come on. Hoo-wee. This was last week's price action, the good stuff. How many of y'all in the comments, make me a comment, how many of you all trade the equities? Who trades SPX and trades SPY and trades Triple Q on a regular basis? If you do, put a me into the comments, right? And if there is a stock that you trade regularly, that you watch and you trade more often than others, go ahead and put that in the comments. Go ahead and put that into the comments so we can see. Now, I'm a fan of finding you 1, 2, or 3 things that you're going to trade, and then you watch just those. I think that's a really good idea. Many stocks. Okay, Michael Anthony said, I noticed that on January 13, many stocks and ETFs bottom on that day to rebound, like MFA, KKR, Triple Q, SPY, and many more. But like MFA, the best with the book value 1842 with 35-cent dividend. What's MFA? I don't know anything about that. Jamie says, I want to trade SPX, but we still trading SPX, mister. We still trading SPX. We still there. It can be a fickle boyfriend. All right. SPX can be a fickle boyfriend. You have to honor the boo. Okay. You need to know that, she's a lover that, will break your heart. SPX will break your heart. Selena says, I love SPY. And Ron Thompson says, me with SPY. Yeah, we trade SPX. regularly. We used to trade IWM a whole lot. I do have it on my trades list for this week, but we used to trade it a whole heck of a lot, as they say. Let's look at what's coming up in earnings. Need to stroke SPX ego. Yes, ma'am. You better, and you better, because SPX, that baby right there, that baby right there. Okay, let's look at what earnings we got coming up this week. We've got, thank you for EPS Whispers for putting together this graphic every week. We show appreciate it. Yes, we do. Okay, so on Monday before the open, my darling is having earnings, right? We're going to pray that there's no headwinds this time, that we go and go and go. SoFi is my darling, and it's having earnings on Monday morning. Let's see what it do. Come on, SoFi, you can do it. Just got to put your back into it. You come on. AT&T has earnings. Bank of, looks like Marin, Bank of Hawaii, Dynex Capital, Bank of Hope, Oxford Lane, and Ryanair. All those are Monday before open. Monday after close, Nucor, Berkeley, Alexandria, AGNC, Brown & Brown Insurance, Crane, Enterprise Financial, WA Alliance, WAL, SANM with Sanmina, and Home Bank. Right, though that's Monday after the close. Tuesday morning we got Boeing. I don't know Boeing. That Boeing, they've had all kind of issues, but they're having burnings. They're having earnings Tuesday morning. Hopefully they're not gonna have burnings. General Motors is Tuesday morning. Lockheed Martin is Tuesday morning. Royal Caribbean, RTX, Synchrony Bank, JetBlue, Kimberly-Clark, Cisco, and Commvault is all Tuesday morning. After close on Tuesday, Starbucks, SAP, Lending Club, Logitech, Stride, PCA, Five Below, Chubb, Next Tracker, and Stryker. Those are all Tuesday after market closes. Wednesday morning, ASML, Progressive, T-Mobile, ADP, the VF Corporation, Teva, Danaher, Brinker, General Dynamics, and MSCI. Then we start to get into the boys, the Mag 7 starts, right? We've got Wednesday after close, we got Tesla carrying the market, Meta carrying the market, Microsoft carrying the market. Those three right there. Ooh. Just know Wednesday after we're going to have some stuff going, and it's probably going to have we're probably going to have some volatility Wednesday during the day, because anytime you leading up to earnings, many times you see it dragging stuff with it, right? Lam Research is here. IBM is also Wednesday after market. ServiceNow, High Tide, Celestica, Wolfspeed, and Waste Management. Then Thursday morning before the open, we got UPS, MasterCard, Dow, the Blackstone Group, Southwest, Nokia, Caterpillar, Allegro, Comcast, and Mobileye. Then again, ding, ding, Thursday after close, Apple will have earnings, right? That's 4 of the Mag 7 right here. 4 of the Mag 7. Thursday after, we got Apple, Intel, Visa, KLAC, CN, Atlassian, Atlas, CN, U.S. Steel, which is X, Baker Hughes, Decker Brands, and SkyWest. Friday morning, we've got ExxonMobil, AbbVie, Chevron, Colgate-Palmolive, Booz Allen Hamilton, Phillips, Lyondale Base, Novartis, One Main Financial, and Charter. The ones that we wanted to highlight, Tesla, Meta, Microsoft, Apple. At the very least, those. A few more in here could probably do some moving, but at the very least, we want to talk about those 4. Okay, at the very least. Let me make sure I'm not missing any comments, because when I'm on here, sometimes those comments act like they don't want to show up, and I want to make sure I'm seeing all the comments that we need. If we need to see some stuff, I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, let me make sure we're going on with our comments. Nope. Well, how Mumu gonna be up here? Ron said, could earnings help us fill those gaps? Very well could. Could earnings help us fill those gaps? Absolutely. Something drop. a hard drop down or go grab it. Now, listen, I'm one who is of the mind that sometimes the market makers, the market manipulators will drop it just to grab the juice from the gap and then run it right back up. I'm not giving any investment advice because I'm not an investment advisor, but I'm saying I've seen it happen far too many times. They will fall right back into the gap, grab some juice, grab some liquidity, and off they go. All right. This is CNBC. I thought this was interesting here in the middle. Meta offers creators deals to promote Instagram on TikTok, Snapchat, and YouTube Shorts. Now, are you serious? Like, you gonna promote, you gonna pay money to make sure that your stuff gets promoted on somebody else's platform. Now, you know Zuckerberg sets Meta's AI targets for the year, expects to spend $60 billion. Meta's AI spending helps both of our two chip makers, but one specific, especially. I know if you click this, you got to have the little CNBC club. You got to be in the insider to get these little things. But that's what's going on with that. I thought that was pretty interesting information, right? Says earnings playbook, tech giants Apple and Meta platforms lead a very busy week of reports. After TikTok, the Wi-Fi router in your home might be the next Chinese tech ban target. You better not be bothering people's routers because you fooling up. Okay, let's go on about our meetings for the week. Monday, we've got new home sales. That's our meeting for the week, or data that comes out there on Monday. Tuesday, core durable goods and durable goods orders. Those are orange folders. S&P CS composite. HPI is housing prices index. That's for year over year and month over month at 9 o'clock on Tuesday. CB consumer confidence is a red folder at 10 o'clock on Tuesday. Wednesday, we've got goods trade balance and preliminary wholesale inventories before market opens. 10:30 crude oil inventories, orange folder. And at 2 o'clock, ding, 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 ding. We got FOMC member stuff. FOMC statement and press conference is happening on Wednesday. This is where we'll find out whether there's another rate reduction, whether we holding steady. We're going to get this information on Wednesday. So you already know volatility is going to be on Wednesday afternoon. Early daytime, I've seen that during the day a lot don't necessarily happen. It just kind of chills a bit sometimes. And then when we get our announcement, generally there's some fake out move and then it goes the way it's going to go. So that's on Wednesday. So whatever you're trading for the week, keep that in mind. All right. Thursday, we've got advanced GDP and unemployment before market opens. At 10 o'clock, we've got pending home sales and natural gas storage at 10:30. And Friday, 8:30, we've got core PCE, employment costs. This is before market opens, red folders. FOMC member Bowman will speak, personal income, personal spending. This is all on Friday at 8:30. Before the market even opened good, they're going to have all this going on. And then at 9:45, we'll have Chicago PMI. So in looking at the week, we've got a red folder on 4 of the 5 days. We've got a red folder. And on Monday, we got new home sales. So we're going to want to be mindful of what you got going for the week for sure. All righty. All righty. So Ron says, right, it's a game. I'm willing to play. Yeah. If you create shorts and ads, you can make $5,000. Really? They really want people to jump in and talk about TikTok on the Meta platform, or no, jump on TikTok talking about Instagram on there. Instagram got a lot of competition, and for a while they were like the only game in town. But then once you got TikTok and you got YouTube Shorts and you got Threads and you got these other people popping up. What's the other one? The one that's in China, Red something. That one that's from China that's supposed to be a TikTok replacement. They all just got competition now, and Facebook's got Reels. So it's not just the same old. It's not just a few people who pulling in the Reels or the video, short video attention anymore. It is more than just them. All right. Let's go on to inside of. I put up a video today. It's a short, by the way. Speaking of shorts, I put up a short today talking about how to do credit spreads, SPX credit spreads on Robinhood. Did y'all know that you could do SPX and triple Q? And we already knew triple Q, the cash settled one. So SPX, XSP, RUT, all these, I think NDX may even be there. The cash settled equities have now come to Robinhood. Yes, have now come to Robinhood. I did a shorts video on it. Let me put the link in the chat so that way in the comments, so maybe y'all can click on it and go watch the short, right? But I did a video on how to enter credit spreads on Robinhood. I got a few more videos. Actually, I got a lot more videos that are all ready to be how do you do different stuff on Robinhood. So that's my next endeavor, is to record videos that are having to do with how do we do things on Robinhood. Probably won't make them shorts. I'll probably do them on the platform, so they'll be in regular long form. But look for those to be coming. Make sure, since you're hanging out with me, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead, put on your notification bell, put your thumbs up. Let YouTube know that you really want to be here. All right. The ticker on Robinhood is SPX. It doesn't work for everybody yet. They're rolling it out in pieces. Oh, and also, if you're using SPX, it has to be on your app. You're not going to be able to get to SPX on your web one on your computer. You're going to have to go into the Robinhood app to find it. Managed by Whitney. All right. Go into your app, either on your phone, on your tablet. The Robinhood app is where you're going to see it. And the ticker is SPX. If you don't see it on your app on your phone, then it may not have rolled out to you just yet, but they're rolling it across and hitting it that way. Okay. I put the link in the comments. So if you want to go ahead and watch that, you definitely can. I'm asking that you go ahead and watch the little short. Right? Watch it a few times. Let it play. Let it run a few times. You can do that. This is our list for the week. Our list for the week. We've got put credit spreads in the lower risk area. BAC, which is Bank of America. We got Citibank, JP Morgan, and Schwab. Yeah, SCHW. I'm going to tell you my favorites or my trades for the week here in a minute. Call credit spreads, Coca-Cola and Pepsi. For this week, moderate risk, we've got a put credit spread called Carnival Cruise Lines and on. Now, Carnival Cruise Lines, I want you to be careful with that one. I actually almost had that on my list as one of my favorites, but I'm telling you the reason I think I'm going to take it off of my trades for the week is because I saw in earnings that who is the people? Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean has earnings on Tuesday. So Royal Caribbean Carnival Cruise Lines might move with it as a sympathy play. Y'all know that happens, right? One Royal Caribbean goes and Carnival goes good. Royal Caribbean goes and Carnival Cruise Line goes yeah, we don't want that. So if you're going to trade, I'm just going to go ahead and say Carnival Cruise Line CCL was one of my trades for the week, one of my top 3 trades for the week. But now that I see Royal Caribbean has earnings, if we trade it, it's going to be maybe after that on that Tuesday. So we can see how does Royal Caribbean do in earnings, and then how will Carnival Cruise Lines do as a result. We do have some strikes on here. 23.5, 24.5 on the put credit spread side, but we're definitely going to wait for Carnival Cruise Line until after Royal Caribbean has earnings. All right. Those who are in my community, if y'all see me act like I'm gonna give y'all a trade for Carnival Cruise Lines, please remind me that you said you was waiting until Tuesday, because I think we need to wait to make sure that we don't have a sympathy issue. All right. For iron condors, for the moderate risk, y'all know I love a good iron condor, right? I've got Oxy and I've got Oracle. The reason why Oxy has the 2 stars next to it, anybody want to guess? Anybody wonder why there's 2 stars next to Oxy? Let me see if we got anybody who was paying attention to me when I was talking about earnings. Why would I put 2 stars next to Oxy? Why would I star Oxy? Why would I star them? Okay. Why? It is because, anybody put me a comment in there? Earnings. Let's flip to the page so y'all can see what I may be talking about. Okay. What do y'all see over here on Friday? Y'all see Friday. Isn't Oxy Fuel and energy, doesn't that go with that? Go with fuel and energy. On Friday, we've got Exxon Mobil, we've got Chevron, we've got Phillips 66, and Oxy is also, I believe, in the fuel and energy space. So that's a whole lot of folks who may be dealing, who may be the sympathies. Now, we still may look at Oxy because it could potentially be, by the time we get to Friday and earnings, then maybe it won't be a problem. But what I do know is during the week leading up to earnings, in a lot of cases, the stocks will move in whatever direction they're moving. They'll go ahead and move. And I don't want it to take our iron condor, our Oxy iron condor with it, where one side will be great and the other side not so much. So we may or may not incorporate. I don't have Oxy on my list as one of my top trades for the week because of that, because of all those earnings on Friday. The lead up could be a problem, right? So, but I do have Oracle on my list. For my top 3 for this week. I'm going to look at these charts here in a minute, but Oracle is on my list, right? As far as my top trades, Oracle, that iron condor, and JP Morgan is on my list, as well as Schwab. You know, you got to work hard to make your mouth say Schwab. I wonder who came up with that. I know it was the guy's last name, but anyway, JP Morgan, Schwab, and Oracle are my 3 for the week. I still like Carnival Cruise Lines, but I really want to see how the earnings from Royal Caribbean does. And then on our list, which is a new category for us, is the cash secure puts and covered calls. I put that down at the bottom. Cash secure puts and covered calls. Again, not investment advice. None of this is, but I'm just saying I see some stuff that might be of interest to us. So we've got BBAI, Mara, Riot, QUBT, RGTI, SoFi, of course, and SoundHound. Okay, and SoundHound. Those are some areas where we may see good premiums. I also see several of these as good long terms, right? We've got Riot and Mara in the crypto space. You got Big Bear AI in the AI space. QUBT and RGTI, Rigetti, are in the quantum computing space. SoFi is in the finance and banking space. I'm all for them, right? And then SoundHound is another AI, but I'm a fan. I'm a fan of SoundHound. So SoundHound made a nice recovery last week. Did y'all see it? That and Rigetti, QUBT, they made a good little recovery last week. But you can use Big Bear AI, I think is a $3 or $4 stock right now. So you could do cash secure puts on that. If you end up with the shares, you ride it up and do covered calls. Same thing with some of these others. SoFi is in the $17, $18 range around now, and SoundHound is right around that same area. Riot and Mara, I think, are around 15 to 20, somewhere in there. QUBT is in that same space. It's a good prices, and they have good premiums as well as good future prospects. So of course, do your own research and see what you like in there, and then let's go for it, right? Candlestick Mastery. This candlestick calendar is out. I got mine the other day. I showed y'all what I do with my calendar. Oh, it's back there. Y'all can't see it. It's one back there and there's one back here, but now I'm only in the little circle. Let me see if I want it to just be me. Just be me. It was still a circle. So either way, Lord of mercy. There we go. The Candlestick Mastery Calendar. This month, we're looking at the hammer candle. I made a post on all my social media the other day about some candle patterns. Basically, the hammer can be seen on any time frame. All these candlestick patterns that we're talking about can be seen on any time frame. If you're trading 5 minute, 10 minute, 20 minute, 30 minute, an hour, daily, monthly, weekly, this hammer means the same thing. It's a bullish reversal, indication of a bullish reversal on all these time frames. So it's whatever time frame that you're trading, on the same time frame that you're trading, you can find those hammers. All right, you can definitely look at that. Go ahead and grab you a copy of the calendar. It's at bit.ly/MEL capital capital MEL capital INSP, Melanin Inspirations. Okay. That's the candlestick mastery calendar. We got 12 months of candlestick patterns that can be easily identified and easily traded. Tells you everything in there about how to trade those. All right. The SPX playbook. We got a new website over there, spxplaybook.com. spxplaybook.com. www.spxplaybook. This is a strategy that we use every day, every week, to make money trading SPX 0DTE. All right. You can grab a copy of this over at spxplaybook.com for $27. $27. Okay. You can grab you a copy. All right. Membership is here. Let's go look at our chart before we go there. Let's go look at our charts first. I wanted to show you the ones that were my favorites for the week. My favorite trades for the week. Number one. Let's look at Schwab. Okay, let's look at Schwab. Y'all know I don't do a whole bunch of charting on this call, but I wanted to share with you where we are. Now, y'all, we do our charting within the membership, which I'm going to bring that graphic back up soon. But within the membership is where we do our good technical analysis in an environment where it's interactive. So where everybody's there to learn, to see what's going on, there to ask questions, there to make comments, all the good things. That's all within the membership. Is where we do that looking and that checking. All right. If you're interested in doing that or learning more about charting, technical analysis, and really what do you see in the chart, then you might want to go ahead and join the membership options seller zone in the seller zone. Right, bit.ly/E2T-MEMBERSHIP. Okay. This is Schwab. Schwab is on the bullish list according to our 50-period moving average, which is this blue line. It is looking bullish. We've got our moving averages, the 9 and the 20 are fanning out. This is the daily chart going on. We do have some resistance at 83.05, but we have a gap below us at 78.80. This gap will provide some support. Actually, I believe our strike price is right up around the top of this gap. There's another support here in the 80.47 range. Okay, looking at Schwab for Friday. Oh, y'all can't see that. Let me make it bigger so we can see the very large look and feel. Very large. Okay, looking at probability out of the money, we've got 79.80. I actually went with the 78.79, but of course we always take a check back again on before we enter these trades to make sure that once price action opens on Monday that those are still good strikes. And I would suggest you do the same thing, that even though I put strikes on the graphic, I want you to look again before you enter. Right? I'm looking over the weekend. I'm looking based on support and resistance, but I want you to see how does it open? How does it move on Monday? So before you make a move and enter your trades, right? I like 80 as a strike. When we go look at the charts, we go look at the chart. Yep, I still see 80 as a good support area. 79 might feel a little more comfortable, but I'm liking Schwab for the week on a bullish move, keeping in mind if and when it runs into 83, which is about $3 away. According to our implied volatility, we've got a ±2 for the week. So that actually should keep us right at that 83, and it may hit it and then pull back some. But we want to keep in mind that somewhere in here, we should be okay. And if it hits up here, you think this is a pretty good, strong resistance. If it comes up and hits that 83 and bounces off of there, that may be an opportunity for us to do a call credit spread and turn it into an iron condor. Yeah. Might turn into y'all like my move? Iron condor. Okay. Schwab is one of the trades that I like for this week. JP Morgan is the other one I'm liking for this week. JP Morgan, trade of the week. One of the ideas I have, stuff happens. Preferably, you look at something, you do your research, you do your good checking and studying, and you see that it's all right. And, that all works out well. We do see by our 50-period moving average, it is also bullish. Our moving averages are fanned out. again on here. So we got some bullish move. It did pull back a little bit on Friday, but we're still in good position on JP Morgan. I see it as bullish. Let me see something though. I see a gap. This way down here though. This gap is way down here. But that doesn't mean anything. I mean, sooner or later, the gap at 229, between 229 and 221, when price comes back to it, could potentially go fill it. I don't know if that'll happen this week. I would think it probably won't. But, anything can happen. We're at 52 weeks high, 267.1, where it went last Friday, looks like, this past Friday. Pull back a little bit. We've got support at 262. We've got some more support down in the area of 253. What I see as my strikes, where's my booklet? Oh, here we go. I knew I had a place I had stuff written down. What I see as my strikes is 260. 260 as support, which is down in here some. Yep, down in that area, there's a little bit of a gap. When I look at the implied volatility, plus minus 5, and I look at my probability out of the money, I like the 260. Of course, we will check it out on Monday before we enter. Yes, we will. We will check it out before we enter. Number 2. So number 1 was Schwab. Number 2, JP Morgan. I did like Carnival Cruise Line, so we will look at it. Carnival Cruise Line is also on the bullish list. I'm kind of pulling back my thoughts for Carnival Cruise Line because of the Royal Caribbean, but it doesn't mean I don't still like this trade, right? So it did hit a resistance area and then pull back some. Let's go put us some stuff on the chart. Here we go. $26 is some resistance. 26.82 is some more, and the top of the 52-week high is 27.17. So it hit the resistance at 26.46 and then pulled back down to some support at 25. I see it as 23.5, 24.5. When I go to trade, 24.5. I like that. 1.2 is the implied volatility. Took us down to like $24. So right in this same zone. I would like that. But again, please watch. Please watch. That was an honorable mention. I guess that'll be an honorable mention. But you know what? I did see something. The chart, the 50-period moving average is actually looking kind of neutral. It's been going up here, but this last few days pullback shows a little neutrality. So it could potentially be a good iron condor, maybe, but I'm not liking it until after Tuesday. Last one on my list is Oracle. I like Oracle as an Oracle is on the iron condor list, on the neutral list, 50-period moving average, which is this blue one. It's on the neutral list. Got a gap that needs to be filled from 170, 295 all the way up to 180. That's a pretty good size gap, baby. If it gets back into that gap, it could do some stuff. We've got 191 as resistance and 188. Some people probably wouldn't want to put this 188 because it's not a full little setup dilly, but it basically popped up here and pulled back all day. So I'm putting it on the resistance area. Okay. And it's actually got some support as far as it being a resistance spot based on November. At the end of November, it did also touch this same area where it gapped up to and then closed there. So Oracle, I've got 190 on the top side. Let me see if I get me some right in here. I've got, there we go. Call credit spread 190 as your sell leg. If you want to spread it out, you can. 190, 192.5 is what I see there. And on the bottom side, I got 177.5, which puts you right down here about in the middle of this gap. 175, 177.5. Again, check it out before you enter. Make sure that you like what you see before you going in there. Now, this is the thing that you get when you're hanging out in a membership is you get some people to look with you. You get the entry of a good time. good time to entry, not having a good time, but you know what I'm saying, that you're going to have somebody who helps you with the timing of your entry. There we go. That sounds better. That sounded better than I'm here for a good time. Well, I am, but I'm just saying that sounds better. But Oracle is kind of in the neutral area as far as the 50-period moving average goes. We do see that the 9 and the 20 are crossing over, and they've crossed over the 50, trying to get us a little more bullish movement, but we'll have to wait and see. But, trade what you see as always. Please trade what you see. All right. If you enter when you got the good timing to enter and pull in your good premiums. Let's go to look at the option chain. Plus or minus 7. We're going up from here. We're at around 190. If we're going down 7, we're down to like 175, 177, something like that. So that puts us in good spot. We want to use wisdom with your entries. You want to use wisdom with your entries. Michael Anthony said, "Isn't this market overbought?" It could be. Yeah, but you know what? I don't know if that seems to matter. It seems like the market is still doing its good movement and doing its stuff. And so it doesn't seem to matter that it's overbought or whatever, because stuff still seems to be getting bought. As we say, they still buying it and it's still going up. All righty. So those are my top 3. Actually, my top 4. Option Seller Zone membership. Basically, we learn, trade, and profit the seller's way. We do credit spreads, cash secure puts, and covered calls. A lot less time in front of the screens. You're able to use your collateral in a very passive way, right? That's what we're here to do. Not as many moving parts. I don't knock anybody who's a buyer of options, because I buy options periodically too, but I also like the fact that I can have trades going and I can still do other things. I'm a professor at a university, and I don't always have time to watch during the day, because when I'm trying to teach pre-calculus, I need all of my attention to be focused on helping the people who are there to understand what I'm trying to tell them. Oh, yes. Me and them, we in this together. So I have to have strategies that are going to be something that I can capitalize off my collateral, but I don't have to watch it the whole time to be worried about what it's going to do. We have a supportive community, profitable strategies with less screen time, daily profits to grow your account, and training and support. All of that happening within the membership. And, I'd love to have you there. If you decide you don't need a membership, I don't need all that, I just want the strategies, then there you go, the Option Seller Bundle. These courses are available separately. You can buy them you don't have to buy the whole bundle. You can buy them onesie twosie, or you can buy the whole bundle and get a better deal. All righty. Okay. Well, I guess that's for there. All right. So we talked about what's coming up this week. We've got FOMC coming. We've got several of the Mag 7 is having earnings. We looked at meetings and such. We got 4 red folders this week. We got those going on. We talked about my top 3 trades for the week, and that's about it. So please be sure, again, like and subscribe, pass the word, tell the folks who are here in your trading space to come over and check Arlissa out. She's good people. Y'all can go on over and check us out over there. We're doing all right. And I'd love to have you look at the membership. Go over to educatortotrader.com, take a look at it, see the different products and resources that we have. If you want to look at the freebies we have, because we got some free stuff too. E2T-freebies. Let me find my mouse. E2T-freebies, E2T-freebies, es.com. You can go over there and see the things that are some free resources for trading. You can go check those out as well. Okay. So basically, I want you to do 2 things, right? If you're in my membership, of course, I will see y'all in about 10 minutes so we can do our charting. We're going to do our Sunday evening charting in preparation for our trades this week. Everyone else, though, if you're not coming over to join us, you're going to miss out. But I want you to do 2 things. I want you to stay green, and I want you to get this money. All right, everybody. I'll see you in the market. Bye-bye.